Guten Tag, hier ist Mini-Lektion Nummer 8 auf Deutsch. Heute lernen oder wir wiederholen, ja, heute wiederholen wir die Uhrzeit. So time, Zeit is time, Uhr is the clock or o'clock. So, guten Tag und willkommen. Wir beginnen mit 5. Okay, I'm going to start looking at the easy way to tell the time. It's actually all the words you need are contained in this list that I'm going to give you that you need to be able to tell the time. So basically 5 past, 10 past, quarter, 20, 25, half, and then the same going up the other side but with 2. So I'm going to give you all the words you need. So wie sagt man 10 auf Deutsch? 10, ja gut. Und 15? 15, yeah, aber man sagt auch Viertel. You also need the word for quarter, Viertel. And it also means a quarter or a district in a town. 20, 20, yeah. And now that really nice long word, 25, 5 and 20. 25, yeah. And then 30 is either 30 or halb. Notice Viertel is a capital V, it's a noun, but halb is just a small h, halb. Quite difficult, this halb, and I will tell you why in a minute, why it is so hard to work out the halb in German. We also need nach, so whenever you're saying past, you start off in German saying the number of minutes. So like in English, we say the minutes first, 5, when we're doing the normal telling the time, not digitally. Digitally, you'd say 1:05. But if you were saying 5 past 1, you start with the minutes, 5. We don't need to say the minutes in English. And in German also, it's a choice. You can say 5 Minuten, or you can just say 5 nach. So you need that little word nach, 5 nach, 10 nach, Viertel nach. We only use 15 really in the digital format. 15 nach, to me sounds a bit funny. 20 nach, 25 nach. And then you don't need, for the half, you don't need a nach. Okay, you just say halb. But in English, half is still past the hour. In German, when you get to the half, you're actually before the next hour. So in English, we're saying half past 1. In German, you're saying half before 2. So you don't need the word before, but it's halb 2. So that's why it is so difficult. Half past 1 in English is half to 2 in German, halb 2. Lots of people miss appointments and turn at the wrong time because of that peculiarity between, well, the difference between English and German. I'm not saying peculiarity in German because who knows, German came first. We've managed to change it over here somehow. Of course, if you want to avoid any slip-ups, just use the digital 1:30, just to be on the safe side, or write it down. So nach is past. So 2, they just use the word before or in front of. 4, nice and easy. So all you do is go through the list again. 5, 4 is 5, 2. Or in reverse order, 25, 4, 25, 2. 20, 4. Viertel, 4. 10, 4. And 5, 4. That's all you need. And then the o'clocks. You have 1 Uhr. It's and then you have 2 Uhr, 3 Uhr, 4 Uhr. By the way, 1 Uhr is something different. It's a clock, or an Armband Uhr. An armband clock is a watch. I love German, the logicality, the logical nature of German. So what would be 5 o'clock, 5 hour? 5 Uhr, yeah. And by the way, if you want to say an hour, you can't say Uhr in that situation. It's eine Stunde. So Uhr is just literally a clock. Eine Uhr is a clock that hangs on the wall. Or it is literally o'clock. But an hour is eine Stunde. So how do you say 6 o'clock? 6 Uhr. Yeah, 7 o'clock. 7 Uhr. Good. 8 o'clock. 8 Uhr. 9 o'clock. 9 Uhr. 10 o'clock. 10 Uhr. 11 o'clock. Oh dear me. 11 o'clock. 11 Uhr. 12 o'clock. 12 Uhr, or more specific, if you want to say midday, Mittag, midday, Mittag. And then you get a lovely word after midday, Nachmittag, which is afternoon, logically. And then how do you say midnight? Mitternacht. Of course, you can use the 24-hour clock as well, when you, especially talking about trains, buses, appointments, etc. So let's, if you want to say, just very quickly, if you want to say it is, it's literally es ist. Es ist 2 Uhr. Es ist 5 nach 2. Es ist 2, ja, es ist 2 Uhr 15. 2 Uhr 10. 2, 10. Okay, if you want to say at, saying the time you're going to meet, you use U-M. So what time should we meet? 10:30. Okay, who can tell me what time 10:30 is? 10:30. I mean, it sounds to me like 10:30, 10:30, 10:30. But it's not. It's half before 10, which is 9:30. 10:30 is 9:30. So who can tell me 7:30? Don't forget it's half before the 8, which is 7:30. So you're taking half off, taking 30 minutes away. Quite difficult, I know. You might prefer just to say 8:30 or 9:30 if you're struggling with that concept. Let's go through the answers for those questions that we did. So 105 is 5 nach 1 or 1:05 digitally. I can't say that word. 110, 10 nach 1 oder 1:10. 115, 1:15 if you like, or Viertel nach 1. 20 nach 1. 25 nach 1. You notice that it's an S on the end of the ein on its own, but when you just say 1, just on its own like that, you tend to say eins. Of course, it could be nach 2 or nach 3. Same procedure, same principle applies. And then we have 1:30 oder 1:30. Don't know why that full stop there is there, by the way. So you can notice all of them are nach, apart from 1:30, because that's already starting up the other side of the clock, the 2 side. But we haven't quite made it to the 2 because we'll need 4 as soon as we get to 1:31, 1:32. In the example, it was 1:35. So it's 25 vor 2. 1:40, 20 vor 2. Viertel vor 2 oder 1:45. 1:50 oder 10 vor 2. 1:55 oder 5 vor 2. So, danke schön, auf Wiedersehen und bis nächste Woche. I hope that helped you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share if you want to, and put any comments at all. Good, or hopefully good, positive. Danke, auf